Man, I got to make some new intros. Good evening, everyone. Live from Toronto. It is Thursday night. I got a bit of a long video to play in the background, so I'm just going to go ahead and fire that up just before we do the intro. I want to get this train rolling. This is a video I recorded. Maybe I'll let myself introduce it first.
I just rented this Volkswagen Passat from Enterprise here in Midtown. And hello, it is Tuesday, November 7th, and the time is 2:15 p.m. And I might as well.
So that's a video that I recorded driving from Toronto to Niagara Falls, but I kind of screwed up. I mounted the camera wrong. I did a much better job on the video I posted today. So I don't think I want to post this video on this channel. So we're just going to play it in the background of a stream. Kind of works. I wanted to do an at-home live stream anyways. But good evening, everyone. Vivian Johnson, our moderator and CEO extraordinaire, is here. Stephen Collins, Sunjib. Sheena Roberts, Sanjay. Oh, the mod squad showing up. Brad Palmer is here. Anna K, Wesley. Anthony Salinas Ramirez, Marie Palmer, Mr. Hippo. The Dolby Vision expert herself, Jennifer Gala, Mark D, Eva, Jeanette Morales, a co-star of mine here on this channel, Who's Ja, Michelle Gray, Kristen Fuller, and Gertej, Maple Dubs, Sally Smith, and everyone else. Thanks for tuning in to kind of a rare Thursday night live stream. I was going to live stream from out in the wild, but according to Fitbit, I had an awful sleep last night. I got like 4 hours in. I've been sleeping like 4 or 5 hours all week. You might see some bags under my eyes, so I thought, let's just live stream tomorrow night instead. And then a little birdie gave me some plans tomorrow night with some friends. So here we are. We're doing the Thursday night live from home hangout. So the format of this one is just going to be casual. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Feel free to ask me anything. We'll kind of keep it in like an AMA or Q&A format if you want. As long as your question isn't too crazy, I'll do my best to answer it. And of course, we will have something to drink. This one comes courtesy of my mom. I visited her. This is actually my journey to Niagara Falls in the Volkswagen Passat. I'm kind of going the reverse of the way that I finished today's video. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I didn't like this video so much, you will notice this is going to be something you're not going to be able to unsee. But right here in the center of the screen, you can see a reflection from the camera mount in the windshield, and it just kind of creates this darkened, hazy look. You'll definitely see it when I'm on the highway, and I just didn't want to post that on a video. Look at that. You can see it right in the middle there. It's just like a big black kind of shadowy thing hovering over the hood and the road. I'm no perfectionist, but I don't like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll throw this video up on the Johnny Stumbles channel. I also have a train ride to edit and get up from Paris to Barcelona. I've still got the footage for that. As the Carolina Panthers score a touchdown and open up 6-0 over the not very good Chicago Bears. But anyways, courtesy of my mom from her fridge, I've got this Nickelbrook Brewing Company Chili Tins New Zealand style IPA. It's 4.5%. Frosty Kiwi Crusher, Tropical Dream. Thank you for the IPA, Mom. And cheers to everyone else out there. I've also got a snack with me because I have not eaten so much. Naughty Brown says, how's the chili? I've had one. So far, so good. I've got a million more. My freezer is full of chili. But I've also got this chocolate bar that's not going to appear properly because of the green screen. But I've got an after 8 we can sink our teeth into later. Anthony says he got a stuffy nose and his head hurts. Just be careful. Anything you type in the comments, I may read. Sanjib says, can you editing now? No, we're watching the video. I've done nothing today to work. And just a friendly reminder, just before we continue, don't forget to subscribe. The channel is currently at 97,744 subscribers. So 100,000 by the end of the year is actually within reach. I thought it would be like March or something by the time we got there, but things have really kicked up recently. So do the right thing, folks. Subscribe, hit the bell, like or dislike, leave a comment, don't leave a comment. Whatever you do, just subscribe. So someone asks me, what's my favorite meal? My favorite meal, I'm going to go with cheese duck galbi on that one. William says, question, Johnny, are you going to film the CNE next year? Yes, I am. Krista says, this is tripping me out. I'm facing the wrong way. Oops, sorry about that. You can really see that reflection from the mount, how I screwed it up in the center of the screen there. But anyways, cheers. I haven't even drank yet. This is a very long video. We might not make it all the way to the end of the stream. If we don't, I promise to pick up where I left off on the next home live stream. Whippy Dude says hi to Brad and Marie Palmer. Dave S says I deserve a 100K YouTube plaque. I deserve it when I get there. I've easily had over 100,000 subscribers, but YouTube purges like the bots and the dead accounts every once in a while, so that number occasionally goes low. Plus, people unsubscribe as well. Like they look in their feed and they're like, "Who is this idiot?" So that's kind of a constant battle there, but we'll see. We'll see. And the stream has hit 177 viewers already. Thank you guys. These home streams tend not to get the same kind of viewers as the outside ones, but that's not the point. The point is just to hang out and have fun. Nas the Transit Kid says, are you going to film the Royal Winter Fair? I don't know. Royal Winter Fair. Let's see the details on that. Jennifer Gallus says, this small problem with the mount is easily fixable with After Effects. Yeah, and there's a way in DaVinci Resolve to fix it too. I might just leave it and post it up on the Stumbles channel. Hi, Johnny. How do you use the Pocket 3 for live streaming? Do you stream directly to YouTube? I might do a video on this. A lot of people have been asking me that. What I do, no, I do not sign in to YouTube through the DJI app. I use an RTMP stream. So I set up the studio stream from my desktop at home. I set it to auto start and not auto stop. So if it breaks connection, then it doesn't the stream keeps going and I can reconnect. But when you set it to auto stop, as soon as you RTMP in from the Pocket, it'll start your stream on YouTube. That's the key. So you just need your stream key and the RTMP address, which you can get from Studio. You put those together and you can do it. I might just do a video because so many people are like emailing me how to do that. I'm like, it's not that hard, but apparently it is. Headless Chicken just ordered him or her, sorry, I can't assume, the Pocket 3 Creator Combo. Excellent choice. I think I've got that. Where is my Pocket 3 Creator Combo? I think it's in my backpack over there. Did you ever figure out what the knocking was in the Volkswagen? No. No, I didn't. But I told the girl at Enterprise about it when I got back, and she couldn't replicate it. So, but she did find a parking ticket on my windshield. I registered my vehicle at 10:14 a.m. They gave me the parking ticket at 10:19 a.m. So I went to my building management. I'm like, what do I do? I was clearly registered. And she said, you have to call them. I call them, and the girl's like, yeah, I can see that on the system. I'm like, good. You can see that I registered at 10:14. She said, yes. I said, you see that they gave me the ticket at 10:19? Yes. Okay, please get rid of the ticket. She said, no, I can't do that. You have to email us. I'm like, why? You can see on the system that you guys, pardon my French, fucked up and gave me a ticket that you shouldn't have given me. And she's like, yeah, I can see that, but we can't withdraw the charge unless you email them. I emailed them. Guess what I got? Email undeliverable error. So I call them and she goes, oh, just keep trying. What kind of company is this? I wish I had the ticket in front of me, but what kind of shitty company is this? Why do I have to email you? You can see it on your system. You have all the evidence you need. They are just relying on people not doing that so the charges can get through. Anyways, awful, awful company. Eva says, any special Christmas walk plans? Also a favorite Christmas memory or gift you've received? Yeah, I'm going to do a lot. I think the one that always does well is just the financial district to Nathan Phillips Square, all the holiday lights in that area. Hopefully we've got some some good displays up this year, including the Bay holiday windows. Favorite Christmas memory or gift? It's a little early for that. Maybe getting the original Nintendo in like 1986. That was pretty awesome. Whippy Dude says, have you ever been to the Flying Saucer restaurant in the Falls? I went to the Flying Saucer restaurant in the Falls in August, actually, with my trip there. Chris Mill says, was it a private company that gave you the ticket? It says, this is not a City of Toronto penalty notice. This is a private invoice issued by Precise Parklink Inc. The problem is, if I don't pay, they're going to follow up with Enterprise. Enterprise is going to pay, and they're going to ding me. So I don't have much recourse at this point, unless I really want to open up a can of worms. So hopefully these, pardon my French, assholes at Parklink Incorporated fix their damn problem. Anyways. Barbarian Arm Wrestling says, Strides, I'm such a geek, you're such a wordsmith. YOU''RE is the correct spelling of that. You're 66 years old and challenge me to a boxing, MMA, judo, anything. Somebody has to put you in your place. Please, let's do this. I'll challenge you to an arm wrestling match. How's that? Maple Dubs, are you filming anything for Remembrance Day? That's in 2 days from now. I don't have anything specifically planned, but thanks for the reminder. I'll look into that. Sanjib says, hey, Johnny, next time go with Enterprise or Hertz. If you get Hertz, maybe you will get a Tesla. I went with Enterprise last time. It was pretty affordable, actually. How much was the ticket for? This Parklink Incorporated nonsense ticket is $100. If paid within 7 days, $50. Thank you for the info, Maroof. Let's get this After 8 open. Laura says, oh snap, hit him with the grammar. After 8 to me are like little thin slices of chocolate. This is more like a chocolate bar. Let's see if it has the taste. It definitely does. And the thing is, that was free parking at my building I got a ticket for. Thank you, Sheena. Dinner was excellent. My mom did her best Gordon Ramsay impression. It was really good. Jeanette says, can you set up an arm wrestling match with Walking Man Dude for you? You know what, Jeanette? Next time you're in town, we will have an arm wrestling match. And if you beat me, I will give you access to Walking Man Dude. Whitby Dude says, don't ever take a rental car at the 407. Don't ever take any car on the 407. It's a scam. I'm still on the 401, right? Yeah, we just started. We're going to go 401 to the 403 through Mississauga. So this is not the night drive I did in reverse exactly. We're going a different way. Jeanette is training. She's like Hans and Franz. She's going to pump you up. But yeah, this was my trip to Niagara. Did anyone, let's see. Yeah, I do not have my screen set up to be shared right now. Sally Smith says 407 is only worth it if you can expense it. Yeah, it's like 30 or 40 bucks. Eva says, would you ever consider doing a mukbang? No. This is the closest you'll see me to eating. Although in Thailand, I ate like a breakfast at a Tim Hortons on stream, and I went to like a little restaurant once and I ate on stream, but I kept the camera facing the other way for the most part. Alejandra, this was the, where did the mount go for it? I don't know where I put the mount, but this was the Pocket 3 that I mounted. I have no idea where I put my mount for it. That's nice. I paid $40 for a tiny little piece of plastic, and I have no idea where it is. Oh well. Steven, that is very correct. We can thank Mr. Harper for selling our highway off like that. And we can also thank Mr. Ford for building a completely unnecessary highway. Jennifer Gala says, a week ago I bought a new car, SUV, and my God, it's so stressful to drive. Johnny, you're a good driver. What kind of SUV did you get, Jennifer? Michelle Gray says the 407 is a total joke. Can't believe you have to pay to... Yeah, it is. Imagine like having a class system for a highway. Like, I'm not opposed to putting tolls up on like the DVP and Gardner, but it should be like, and that should subsidize the cost of those as well as the cost of, as well as just the city of Toronto in general. But yeah, did you leave it in the car? I don't think I left it in the car. I've got a few backpacks here. Maybe it's in my backpack, kicking around somewhere. No, it's not in here. I have a SD card reader in there. This is a little concerning. Where did you go? Little mount. Ah. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'll have to like... I've got such a small space, but I'm constantly losing things. That'll suck. I guess I'll have to order a new one if I can't find it. Oh well, I'll comb the apartment. Jennifer Gala got a 2024 Buick Envista. It's fully loaded. You're not a car person, but you like how it looks. I think... Let me judge your new... Ooh, that is pretty sexy. That looks really nice. Buick. What has happened to Buick? I like it, Jennifer. Whippy Dude says, deduct the 100 from your rent. Then you and your landlord are even. Go to Table Monkeys Arm Wrestling. All right, we'll do it. We'll do something like that. Chris Mill says, check the fridge. That is always a good place to check. Don't tell me you haven't ever put your milk in the cupboard and your cereal in the fridge before. Are you going to try City Skylines 2? You know, I own the first one, and I don't really play it that much or get into it, but I really want to try the second one, but I don't want to buy it. I'm going to wait until like a special comes up, like it's like $19 or something, and then I will get it. Question, Johnny, you and me film together one day. William, next time I see you in Oakville, we can do that. Chronicle says, this part of the highway looks very smooth. Love and Joy 20 says, this patch of highway needs updating. What is it? Let's put some money on it. All right, we'll put $1 on it. Susie says, greetings from Wuhan, China, my friend. Wuhan, never heard of it. Sounds interesting. But greetings to you. Are you using, if you really are in China, how are you watching YouTube? It is blocked by the Great Firewall. You must have a VPN, in which case, hello, Overlord CCP. I know you're watching. Davmar says, Johnny, are you ever going to have Charlie over again at your place? Charlie is intellectual. Charlie only came over to my place because his house was being renovated, and now it's not, so I don't think so. Name I cannot pronounce. Xuianetexe. Hi, Johnny. I always enjoy your videos as I visit Canada a lot to visit my family, so it always has that nostalgic feel. Thank you. Joy has poured warm milk and cereal and left it to attend, then run back to the room with soggy cereal. All right, we're hitting a bit of a traffic back up here. How exciting. How exciting. William says, next time I see you in Oakville, I will show you something. Look forward to it, William. Whippy Dude says, can't believe you never got stuck in traffic. I had good luck in traffic, right? I did the whole Toronto highway loop, and I didn't really hit traffic. I didn't really hit traffic driving from Niagara all the way to Midtown, and I didn't really hit traffic driving from Toronto here to Niagara. Gustavo C says, guess where I am going in 2 weeks? You didn't give me a chance. You're going to the finest Playa Mujeres. Any tips from when you were there? I was at the finest Playa Mujeres 2 years ago. I guess you've already booked your room, but our room with the swimming pool was a bit cold. It was cool to have the hammock, but we didn't really utilize the pool. I might save money and not do that next time because it does cost extra. I don't know. Try juggling with 3 real eggs and see how long before they hit the floor. You did it. It was fun. I can juggle for a while, but eventually it's gonna... I have to look at what I'm juggling. I can't just do it by feel. I don't have the muscle memory. So eventually they're gonna hit the floor. All right. Good night, William. Kristen Fuller says, what city are we in? We're in the fabulous city of ISSAUGA. This is the first leg. I think, are we still on the 401? 24 minutes in, or and we're going to, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I don't think we're on the 403 yet. There would be an HOV lane if we were on the 403. Save money and didn't do that. Just got one of the basic rooms. Awesome. The food was great. It's one of the best resorts I've ever been at for food. The teppanyaki, not great. But everything else was really... The steak was actually not the best either, but it's resort steak, so it's going to be pretty good. Sally Smith says, wish the chat was on the TV watching the rerun. You can do that. At least I think you can do that on YouTube. I don't know what smart TV you app have. I think you can do it on some smart TVs. So I'm just finishing off my after dinner snack. Dinner tonight was a smoothie, by the way. What kind of energy drink are you drinking? I am drinking Nickelbrook Brewing Chili Tins New Zealand style IPA. Not much of an energy drink, so to speak. And we're at 238 viewers right now. Thanks, guys. Just a reminder, subscribe, hit the like or dislike. We are slowly but surely climbing our way up to 100K. Will you ever go back to all-inclusive? Maybe. I was thinking about going to one in February or March, but now I don't. No. Mike T says, after watching all these Action Kid videos, it's nice to see people driving on the proper side of the road. Mark D says, are you traveling for December? Maybe. I want to stay and capture the first few snowfalls. Then I might just hit Google Flights and find my way out of here. But I will be here over Christmas. I actually have a car booked. Have you ever done a walk in Mississauga? I did a live stream through Clarkson, Lauren Park, and Port Credit once. I've done a live stream in Port Credit. I've done a few live streams going to Port Credit. And I think I've done 2 walking videos through Port Credit. Noni says, do you enjoy solo traveling? I do. I really enjoy it. One of the coolest things about solo traveling is when I'm in Toronto, there is no chance I'm just going to go outside on a Friday night and walk into a bar alone and just have a drink and talk to a bartender. I just can't bring myself to do that. When you're traveling, you're fuck yeah. You do stuff like that. You get out, you meet people. It's really neat. I travel best with just 1 or 2 very like-minded people or solo. The thing I don't like is big group traveling. I think that's hard. GeoGuessr, not tonight. Emo's Music Channel, 279. Hi, Johnny. I now have 1,582 subscribers. Cheers to that, Emo's Music Channel. You are well on the right side of monetization. Cheers to you, Emo's Music Channel. Congrats to you. Alex says, I hear you had a little road rage. I don't know if that's road. I called out a shitty driver, but I didn't act upon it in any type of way that would be dangerous. Mukbang is finished. No more mukbang. So finally, we're about to get off the 401. You enjoy the company of at least one other person. You grew up with the largest extended family ever. I don't know. If I travel with people, we have to be like-minded. It is so important. Like that. Sally Smith says that Ultimate Driver was a D-bag. You can say it. You can say douchebag. You can just say it. Johnny, come to Barrie one day. Simcoe do vlogging. Maybe if I go up that way, I'll bring my camera for sure. Gertej is watching an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Joseph says, what are you drinking? Just a Chili Tins IPA. Probably followed up by a coffee after this. By the way, this movie we're watching video is fully narrated. I'm probably talking. But instead of that, Johnny, you get this, Johnny. One thing you missed from Canada is Fruitopia. Yeah, I have not seen Fruitopia in a long time. Matthew says like-minded, like Ken Continuum. I've never traveled with Ken Continuum. You don't know. Traveling with someone is like living with someone. You don't know what they're like until you actually do it. That's all there is to it. Do they have adult oil cartridges in Canada? I don't even know what you're talking about. I've been traveling with family later. It's a good thing you like them. Jonathan says Elon Musk is in front of me. Eva asking what I had for dinner tonight. I had a smoothie. I had one of my mom's chilies for dinner last night. I'll probably have a chili for lunch tomorrow. And that's about it. Bancroft is old. Old Hastings Road is a fun drive. So we are merging onto the 403. We're going to cut through the Mississauga City Center, and that's going to take us down to the Queen Elizabeth Expressway. Jelly Bean says there's Fruitopia at Dollarama. There is? I haven't seen it. Salazar, $2. Good evening, Johnny thinks. Salazar, 26, $2. Thank you, Salazar, for the $2. Thank you for the support. Good evening to you. Sorry for the later than usual live stream tonight. I just realized I wasn't going to live stream tomorrow night, so I decided I've got this video to play. Let's just throw it up tonight. You remember walking through Toronto and thinking it was just Bay Street. You thought of how funny it would be if you were also to be walking through Toronto at the same time. I might be. Do you think you'll get a chance to travel to Toronto by yourself? You're 27 years old. Is that enough to do it on your own? If you feel comfortable, of course, that is more than old enough. Sir Xavier says, I really enjoy your videos. You're doing a great job showcasing Toronto and the GTA. Ever considering filming the Toronto shoreline from Hamilton Mountain? That would be neat. I don't have a camera with the zoom other than the iPhone 15 Pro here to pull that off. But if I ever get a chance, we'll see if we can do it. I don't know. I think Ken has done Hamilton. I would like to do Hamilton. Sorry, I've got some things coming in from family. If you see me looking down, this is what's going on. Nightbot says, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Should I get rid of Nightbot? Should we do it? Let's see. Let's put up a poll. Should I fire Nightbot tonight? Is tonight the night Nightbot goes away? Queen Nicole says, have you ever done Niagara on the Lake? No, I have not. Gertej says, how's Charlie doing? Think he's okay. Haven't seen him in a while. Do you know Bill Stoppard? No, I don't. Jeanette likes Nightbot. 38% of you want to get rid of... the votes against Nightbot are rolling in. I'll tell you what. I will honor the results of this poll. But Vivian Johnson might have to work extra hard. Billy T says yes. Sally Smith says, is Nightbot your creation? No. Alejandro says, by the way, toilet paper goes under. You know what? The truth is, I don't really care. But if it bothers you, I will always, always, always turn your toilet paper over and make it go under. One place I'd love to visit is Dundas Square. It looks really awesome, although if you're on your own, you'd get lost since the streets are very confusing to me. I think Toronto, if you lived here or stayed here, it's not confusing. Everything's like on a street grid. It's pretty easy. It's not like an old, winding European city. I think you would get used to it pretty quickly. NOTL is a lovely little town to walk through. Highly recommended. Don't even know what that is. Jeanette says, I have to give Vivian a raise if I get rid of Nightbot. I might change her to Peak Friends brand cookies instead of No Name brand. Is that near the airport? Asks Mona. We passed the airport already, actually. I am trying to read a... Oh. I want to travel with my boyfriend. I don't think he wants to. Can't help you with that. Whitby Dude says, can you control the settings on Nightbot? I can, but I haven't even logged into that in years, so I don't know. Mike T says, if you have cats or kids, the toilet paper goes under. Have you watched the Master Key video series by Napoleon Hill? No, I have not, and I haven't read the books either. Sally Smith says, use the CN Tower as your compass. That's usually wide advice, but it's starting to get obscured more and more by a lot of the new developments going up. NOTL equals Niagara on the Lake. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Very, very, very touristy, but very nice. Alejandro says, now we'll be a Daybot. Christine from We Go Places Tours is here. Hello, Christine. Hello, hope you're doing well. You can't wait to move to Canada next year. That must be coming up very soon. Action Kid right now, aka Action Ken, is roaming around the UK. Apparently, COVID is going around pretty good lately amongst some people that I know. I just got a group message saying 2 people I know have it. I can't change the name of Nightbot, actually. Sorry about that. Carolina Panthers 10, Chicago Bears 3. Good thing I said I would do this stream instead of watch football. How many steps do you take while you're doing walking live streams, ATO? The live streams themselves, maybe 8,000 or 9,000. But usually there's like another walk in there. Plus there's like all my other walking throughout the day. So usually end up around 20. Noni says, are you a credit card point collector? I have a dump truck load of Aeroplan points right now. So I've got a lot. Those are the only points I collect, Aeroplan. Hello to you as well. Are you a Virgo? Asks Jillian Scott. No, I am not. I'm a Scorpio. Not that I believe in that stuff. Alex says the Leafs play was brutal last night. They got shellacked 6-3 to the Senators, right? Just reading some of your messages. Thank you, Monis. Are you watching the game on DAZN? Yes. That's exactly how I'm watching. No more how do you watch NFL questions. Wow, it looks like you guys are voting for the end of Nightbot. Sally Smith, to help with the ticket, hopefully you can use points for the rest. $20. Sally Smith, thank you so much. Cheers to you. Thank you for the support. Hopefully these jerk stores get rid of this ticket. Don't do. But thank you so much, Sally Smith. I just had like their emails are being returned, and it's weird because the email address is printed on the receipt, and when you call them, they're like, just keep trying. Like, what kind of company is this? Obviously, they're in the business of like issuing and collecting parking tickets. So probably tells you a thing or two about that. Chris Mill says, I think the Leafs have already been eliminated from the playoffs. Oh, doesn't it suck to be a Leafs fan? Good thing I'm not really one of them, but I know of somebody last playoffs who was like so intensely watching them that they would literally make their partner like sit on the end of the couch and like would ignore them, and it just felt so good when they got eliminated for that idiot. Maroof says, Johnny, I wanted to reserve spots for the flu shot for my kids. I found spots available for January 2024. Can't you just like waltz into a Shoppers Drug Mart and get that? I'm probably not getting any shots this year. Now we are through the city center. We are racing towards Oakville at this point. How bad are the winters here? Not that bad. Not that bad. Not in Toronto. Speaking of tickets on the Air Canada website, Athens, Greece during Christmas is $2,900 business class with Swiss Air. That is really good for business class, Jennifer Gala. Good call out on that. I unfortunately don't have interest in that, but that's like a damn good price. And that's not even like using points or anything, right? That's just like out of pocket purchase. Somebody is asking me who has COVID. I'm saying nobody you know. Jonathan only cares about Survivor and Big Brother. And what about the Johnny Strides channel? Do you enjoy the drive to the falls? To be honest, I don't really enjoy any drive. I'm not a fan of it. But I guess, like when traffic isn't moving, I don't mind it. It's like I don't know, you kind of clear your head a little bit. You're just focusing on the road. You're not really trying to think about too many other things. And that's something that I need to do more of lately. Lots of bad colds and flu going around. Best get the shots, says Vivian. Alex got the flu shot last week at Walmart. Mona says that's a good Christmas deal. I'm kicking myself. Cathay Pacific in the summer had like $900 round trip to Thailand. And I think that was in April. And I wanted to buy it. I wanted to buy it so bad, but something kept me from buying it. And that something never should have kept me from buying it. So I'm a little bit bitter about that, you could say. But oh well. It is what it is. Jacqueline says, I had been to Canada during the winter. You were there during Christmas time and left around New Year's. Love and Joy says, which is your favorite part of Toronto? Not the suburban parts. I like the built up parts quite equally. Neighborhood, I've said it before, but probably the annex / Koreatown in there. Tommy says, weren't you just in Thailand last spring? I was, but $900 for round trip on like a primo airline, I would gladly go back again. I would go there and then fly somewhere else from Bangkok. It's that cheap and that worth doing. But I got kind of screwed out of that opportunity, unfortunately. Can you guys hear the sirens outside? Can you hear the sirens? I don't know. Panthers 10, Bears 3. I don't even, where are we in this video? So this video has an hour and 3 minutes left. So I guess that's how long left there are in this stream if we make it all the way to the end. Alex says, I hear the Thailand beach is beautiful. It is. Sally Smith says, oh my God, Tesla, make the lane change. Yeah, there's a little, I don't know. It's, even the Mythbusters did a thing on it. It's better just pick a lane and stay in it rather than like doing the weaving in and out. You don't really save any time. Kristen says, I hope I don't catch COVID. You thought you beat COVID in February? I've had it more than twice. One thing you love about Canada is how many people love the British accent. You hate mine, but it's so... I don't know. I hate my own voice, but I'd much rather have like a British narrator on something. It just... I don't know. There's something cool about the British accent, I guess, to us. Monus wants to ask which of the two airlines is best to travel, Air Canada or WestJet. You're going to Paris soon. That's why you were asking. I think Air Canada might be the better international flight. Domestically, I think it's a coin flip. Both are not that great. Internationally, probably Air Canada. Love and Joy asking the real questions. Do you have any kids, Johnny? None that I know of. No. None that I know of. Whippy Dude says no noises from your neighbor's apartment tonight. Yeah, last time during the Sunday night stream on the Johnny Stumbles channel, I heard a mattress, a spring mattress, disturbingly enough. Do people still have spring mattresses? But anyways, it was squeaking like crazy for a very short period of time. It was pretty obvious what was going on in there. Sheena says, Johnny, you try and attempt a British accent on here? Not bloody likely. Was that like a weird... I don't know. I would do a bad Scottish accent if I had to. Mark D says, are you going back to Android? Eventually. I'm still with the iPhone 15 Pro. I'm still rocking this Apple life. I don't know. Chris Mill says horizontal mambo. Yep, Pearson Airport is in Mississauga. It's in that Mississauga-Malton area. Soon you will discover you have a son and he will fight you with a lightsaber. Then I shall die by the hands of my own son. But that would still be cool, nevertheless. Anthony says Shrek is Scottish. Shrek is Canadian. Come on. Shrek is from Toronto. Anthony says my mattress only squeaks if I'm using it. Naughty says, Johnny, that was an awful Scottish accent. Okay, we'll do another one. It's not oatmeal. Was that a good one? I'm all out of accents. That's all we're doing. Sorry about that. Billy T says blasphemy. Seriously, where is my mount? I better not have lost it. That'll be really annoying. Gertesh says my old neighborhood. Are we already on the Queen Elizabeth Expressway? There's the HOV lane. So we are already in Oakville and we have 58 minutes to go. Jellybean says, fun fact, Android was originally designed to be camera software. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Johnny, can you do an Indian accent? Says Happy HD. Maybe, but something tells me that might not be appropriate to attempt. Just one of those probably shouldn't do things. I don't feel doing a British one is inappropriate. That's where my family is. I don't even know why I read that question out loud. Do you have any favorite musicians? Any oldies? You personally love Elvis? No, I'm not Ken. I'm not hung up on the Beatles or the Monkees or any of that stuff. All the older artists I like would go back to the 90s. Kristen Fuller is getting the flu shot this weekend with your mom, but your mom has a cold. Hopefully she is better by the time she gets the shot. Maple Dub says a lot of famous people are hiding up in cottage country. As we are moving pretty good. A lot of times you go through this area and it is pretty backed up. You can really see the glare or the shadow from the camera mount here, and that's why I'm not uploading this video. Alex says Toronto International Airport is a disaster. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's pretty quick and efficient, but it's not consistent. It's a bit of a dice roll, but I've had really good luck going through there. Headless Chicken says, I bet Johnny can do an amazing Aussie accent. I'm tapping out of the accent game for tonight. Jacqueline S says, there is a Scottish Korean Skittles commercial. Neat. And maybe I could. Have you ever been to Vancouver? I've been to the airport in Vancouver. I've had a layover in Vancouver, but I don't consider stepping foot outside of the airport for several hours much of a visit to the city. Love and Joy says, Johnny has a real Canadian accent. Whatever that is, eh? What are you talking about? Anthony says, so if you're in Scotland here, a woman asks you how big your pug is, don't tell her you don't have a dog. All right. I have a feeling maybe I'll regret reading that. Jeanette says, I want a Canadian accent, not my Texas accent. Oh, Jeanette, your accent is good. Maple Dub says, are you following the season of 90 Day Fiancé? I just watched the new episode last night. I am, and I'm finishing off the 90 Day the other way. That season's winding down. Matt Bros says, Clarkson football North 3 for 3 for 2023 versus all U.S. opponents. American rules and fields, not a bad record. Played Ohio's top Division I team, only lost to them 35-15. They put up a good fight. Clarkson and Lauren Park both have traditionally had pretty strong teams. JD says, Johnny, do you secretly like the iPhone? No, actually, no. I could try to be cheeky and pretend that I secretly like it, but I don't. Don't like it at all. Joseph says, Johnny Strides is the hero we need. Thank you. I don't know how true that is. But we're at 97,749 subscribers. So 2,251 away from doing a big stream in celebration. Time to get rid of Nightbot. 50% of you said yes. 35% of you said no. 15% of you said toilet paper goes under. I'm ending the poll. It looks like Nightbot is gone. Jacqueline S says, I kind of have a Korean accent at times. Anthony says, have you watched The Real Housewives? No, I haven't. That's one of those things I should probably pride myself on never having watched. Community, Nightbot. I just removed it, Nightbot. Nightbot is gone. Nightbot has been killed. Maybe we'll bring Nightbot back at some point. I don't know. Rest in peace, Nightbot. You did good. One of your favorite videos is me walking around. I hope it's my video walking around Ryerson University and not that Ken guy. Hey, people. That guy. Hey, Ken, if you're watching. ATO says they should make a holiday for me. What holiday would I get? I can't imagine. Everyone says bye, Nightbot. Did you go to high school in Mississauga? Yes, I did. Whippy Dude remembers the OPP caught a guy with a mannequin using the carpool lane. That's better than like a sex doll, I guess. Jellybean says now remove the heart. Can I do that midstream? Can I remove that heart midstream? Let me pull up the stream controls here. Edit. Customization. I just removed the heart. The heart is gone. It's dead. Do you guys like that it's gone? It's probably going to show up on the next live stream, but I just removed it. Do you like Curb Your Enthusiasm? I do. All right, Monas, have a good night. I just got a notification, eh? Ken needs a longer cord for his power bank, then he could put it in his pocket. Yeah, he kind of has this weird claw grip, right? Marie Palmer says it's gone. Yay. Jellybean says yay. Billy T says great. I don't think I'm going to be able to get rid of it during the premieres, unfortunately. Vivian Johnson says we found out tonight that Singing Man passed away 2 years ago. Oh, how did Ken find out about that? That is very sad. That hopefully it wasn't in an accident, but that guy, yeah, he needed help, but there was something kind of cheerful about him. He always brought a sense of joy wherever he was. Vivian says, thanks for getting rid of that damn heart, that darn heart. It'll be back, probably. It'll be back. Carolina Panthers 10, Chicago Bears 6. So I think tomorrow morning we've got a night video because I don't feel like doing any work today and setting it up. Hey, we got a few more subs. 97,751. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Vivian says someone in the chat told us he asked a policeman. All right, have a good name. Very difficult, or night, very difficult name to pronounce. Jellybean, $1.99. Thank you, Jellybean, for your support. Love your walk of shame Barbie. Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that what that's supposed to be? But thank you for the $1.99 and the super chat and the support, Jellybean. And this stream is humming along at... We got a similar amount of views as a Johnny Stumbles Sunday night stream right now. This is dueling. Johnny, we found out from Tom Bikes 416 today on Ken's stream. Oh, sorry to hear. JD says, what's the plan for 100K subscribers? The plan is to stop paying attention to it and just move on with life because there's no more, like, 1 million is the next milestone. There's no more looking forward to anything once you get there. This is kind of like I'm running a hot dog stand and 100K is like you move into like the restaurant, I think psychologically. So we are moving in that way. Jonathan says, are you for or against Brexit? Can I be indifferent? Let them decide, not my country. It's thanks for removing the heart lol. Was that not clear? No, it was not clear to me. I'm a little bit slow today. Can't you see these giant bags under my eyes from my... how many hours of sleep did I get last night? I got 4 hours and 48 minutes of sleep. And it says poor. Poor. 4 hours and 48 minutes. And I've not been doing good the nights before either. 5 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. I've been not sleeping very well. So tonight, hopefully, I'm going to go to bed by midnight. Wake up at 9 a.m., watch a premiere. Maybe go out in the afternoon and make a video. And then I'll come home and go out with some friends at night, I think. Anthony says, why y'all asking Johnny personal questions? People are allowed to ask that. I just don't have to answer. Jeanette says, take 500 milligrams of magnesium. It's good for sleep. Alexa, remind me to take 500 milligrams of magnesium before I sleep in 2 hours. Okay. Done. Mark K says, starting to see your videos from India. Saw my video around Bloor and Jane Station. Booked an Airbnb in Runnymede. Now you watch your videos from Hamilton. Awesome, Mark K. Glad you made it over. Hopefully you're enjoying Hamilton. Alex says, Johnny, you should sleep 7 hours. Yeah, this week has been bad. I've been like beat up this week. I've been beat up pretty bad this week. So yeah, tonight is going to be like the catch-up night. But I will be up. Like if I sleep from like midnight to like 8:30, that'll be good. I'll be good for the day. Have you heard of The Cash Cab? It's a show that takes place in New York City. There's also one that takes place in Toronto. Jellybean says, what brand shoelaces do you use? I use the ones that came with my shoes. None of my shoes have replacement laces. Love and Joy says, a warm cup of milk and banana will help me sleep. I'll actually be having a cup of tea before I sleep. Calms me down. Johnny, are you starting OnlyFans? No. No. Sally Smith highly recommends Silent Calm for a restful sleep. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just making a note on something here. Just type in a very pleasant note for myself. What did you do before streaming? I sat in an office and I would look at my watch, and then I would look at the clock. And then I would be like, time to go get some coffee. And then I would get up and go get some coffee. And that is like what I would basically do till 5 p.m. Headless Chicken says, other than the creator combo accessories, do you use anything else with your Pocket 3? I have a few mounts that I use. Like I used a suction cup mount. I didn't do a very good job on this one, but that's about it so far. I have the Pocket 3 mount actually. Jellybean says, Vicks melatonin gummies are yummy. Why does Toronto get the worst fight cards? I don't know, Maple Dubs. I don't know. Too bad they couldn't use the Rogers Center and fill that up. But I still might go. This guy's pressing 1 million keys per second. You'd be surprised if there's any skin left on my fingers. Honest Trader FX, have you ever been to London? I've been to London, Ontario. When I was working, I was right when I graduated university. The person I was seeing lived in London, so I went there almost every weekend. My bad, it's called Natural Calm Magnesium Supplement. Thank you, Mark K. If you bump into me, say hi. Matthew Bradley says Fury versus Francis, who really won? I think Fury did not win that fight, but it's not terrible. Just reading some of your messages. Edibles help you sleep, or they help me think there's ghosts in the room. Happy HD says, did you invest in crypto? I've still got crypto, but I don't say I actively invest. But I've still got a quote unquote healthy amount of crypto that is getting very, very healthy, healthier than it was before, I guess. You can't get AK to wobble the London Bridge, kind of like how he wobbled the no longer existing Glen Road Bridge here. Venture with Al grew up in Clarkson in the 70s and 80s. I grew up near Clarkson in the 80s and 90s. Jellybean says I should do a sleep study. Sleep study on what? So we are heading... Have I veered? I think we've made the turn. I think we're now going due south towards Niagara. Huge thanks to everyone for sticking with this stream as an old guy just kind of rambles and plays a video. Hey, thumbnail coming up. You'll notice I flipped the thumbnail around, but this is in fact the image from the thumbnail. And now the thumbnail image is gone, but I reversed it. Love and Joy doesn't drink any coffee or tea 6 hours before sleep. Some people don't drink that at all in the afternoon because they think it'll keep them up at night. For me, I can sleep like a baby if I have a coffee or tea at night. It doesn't do anything. How old are you, Johnny? Those two numbers in either order, you please. I will accept. We Go Places Tours gets nervous driving over this bridge. I find myself wanting to look off to the side, but that's never a good idea because you got to keep the wheel straight. A sleep study determines if you have sleep apnea. I don't think I have a sleep apnea. I know someone who's dating someone who does, but that person is way, way, way older than them. It's kind of creepy, actually. So if you're watching, did you get any presents for your birthday? If so, what did you get? I got, I'll show them on the Johnny Stumbles channel. How's that? I showed the gifts Jeanette got. My mom got me a nice gift. I will show that off on the Johnny Stumbles stream on Sunday night. Ali from Iraq says, hello, the most beautiful angel in the universe, Christine. Looks like a butterfly crash. Oh, I get what you said. I get it after I read it. There's a tea called Nighty Night that helps you sleep, but it has passion fruit leaves and gives you weird dreams. JD. It's funny you mentioned that. A person who has extremely bad taste and judgment in certain areas gave me this once. Is this the Nighty Night that you're talking about? Maybe I'll take it and get some bad dreams, but thank you, bad judgment person, for giving me the Nighty Night. Do you listen to any podcasts? No, I don't. Every time I see a Dr. Pepper, I think of my shirt. Thanks. Any travel plans coming up? I might be. Whose jaw? There might be. Honest Trader FX says your video on the financial district back in 2019 was what got you hooked. That was like a non-narrated video, right? Was that a non-narrated video? Let's see. And that was one of my top videos ever. That is my third most watched video at 438K. What are some of your dreams that you recall when you're awake? That like I'm with the love of my life and have been dumped for some gross idiot. That would be a pretty bad dream that I've had. That's it. No, I don't like, I have dreams, but they're always, I don't really remember them. I don't know. I've had like nightmares and stuff, but I don't know. Do you have any recurring dreams? No, I don't. No recurring dreams at all. No recurring dreams. Matt says, in Toronto for a few days with the wife, what would you recommend doing? We did the aquarium and art gallery yesterday. Eat and explore neighborhoods. I'm not really like huge on all the touristy stuff. Go to the islands if the weather though, you might not enjoy that. Hockey Hall of Fame is supposed to be cool. I would like check out the St. Lawrence market, and the St. Lawrence neighborhood is cool. There's like the distillery district there. The St. Lawrence market is there. You could check out the Flatiron building and Berksea Park. I would do that. That's about it, I guess. Maybe go to Kensington Market as well. That's a cool neighborhood. Check out Chinatown. I'm ignoring any comments with the word feet in it. Maple Dub says, I got hooked on your Santa Claus parade last year. No mainstream media was doing it live. Behold, you were discovered. Yeah, me and Ken were out there doing it. I think my stream got like more views than the official broadcast version posted online, which is kind of funny. Like, just show people the thing live, which is what people want. Johnny also has, that tea also has catnip. I don't know. Brain damaged person who gave me this tea. Why did you give me this tea? You're right. It does have passion flower. They do have bad judgment. My creepiest dream is being in a house I own and then find someone already lives there. That's a weird dream. That's a weird dream. Matt says the St. Lawrence Market is definitely on our list. Yeah, then extend while you're there. Go for a walk to the Distillery District, I think. And the St. Lawrence neighborhood in general is pretty cool to check out, along with the Flatiron Building and Berksea Park. And then you've got the Hockey Hall of Fame right there, too. Alex says my former boss sold that tea before he closed down, and it was called SH Health Foods. Jelly Bean says make some. Camera on the big stick for the parade worked well. Yeah, my trick to that was I streamed near the very start of the parade. Then when the parade ended, I jumped on the subway, went to the very south end of the parade, and then I made a video of the parade. I might end up doing that exact same thing this year. And new 268 says viewing from the tropical island of Antigua in the Caribbean. Awesome. Matt says the KAWS and Keith Haring exhibits at the Art Gallery of Ontario were cool to see. If Lisa were here, I'm sure she would chime in on that. Just reading some of your messages as we are zooming towards Niagara. Sadly, the stream has just 29 minutes and 30 seconds left. And then I'm going to set the premiere. Sorry, guys. Anyone that has reached out to me on like Patreon or left a comment, I have not gotten to anything for a while. I've just been MIA. There's been like 10 times the amount of activity and like comments and stuff, and I'm just so far behind it. I apologize. I don't know if I will catch up, but I will definitely get back to the patrons and channel members. But comments, I don't know. Susie says, any plans to visit my country, China? I don't know. I might pass through Hong Kong at some point, but in terms of going to the mainland, I don't have any plans. I don't think they're too receptive to like a foreigner showing up with the camera and like walking around, making observations. Love and Joy says, I'm doing fine. I did not see that. The Awesome Conservative. Where are we? What does this sign say? Casablanca Boulevard. I dream Nightbot grew horns and was chasing me through the internet saying, become a subscriber. Then Charlie ate Nightbot. Oh, poor Charlie. He wishes he were here with me instead of where he is. He would be having an awesome time going on great walks. Headless Chicken says, I'm loving the dynamic range on the Pocket 3 in this footage. Just look at the cloud details. Yeah, the Pocket 3 is amazing with its 1-inch sensor. It easily outperforms the iPhone 15 Pro by like a country mile. Eva says, what's your favorite snack or chips? Whatever I have in front of me, probably I really liked that Dollarama brand of ketchup chips. Like, no joke, it was legitimately good, and it was a huge bag of chips with like no air in it. They stopped making or stocking that, but hopefully it comes back. But in general, ketchup chips, any brand of ketchup chips, I'm just a big fan of ketchup chips. Rama Kanata, hopefully I pronounced your name right. 500 Japanese yen. Arigato. Thank you so much for the 500 Japanese yen and the support. Thank you. Mark D says, are you getting barefoot boots? You know, I got brand new Merrell boots last year for like my birthday, I think. And I've got like, no, I'll get barefoot boots once those ones start to wear out. Zero makes a pair. It's just an unnecessary purchase. I wear the boots so little, and I've got like a really good pair of boots. Same person who got me the boots may have given me the Nighty Night tea. So sometimes they exercise good judgment. Usually not. Has Ken ever gotten into I can't read that. Naughty Brown. Give him time. streets of Ontario. Greetings. Maroof says, Gertej, if you're interested in the Festival of Lights Niagara, it's happening on November 18th until the first week of January. Yeah, I'm going to try to record that, hopefully in a good old HDR once I get around to going there over the Christmas holidays. So we'll see. Victor says that crazy Ultima guy. Wouldn't that be funny if he was in this video too? Wouldn't that be pretty funny? Just reading some of your messages. And we are at 97,752 subscribers. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to get to 98,000 probably Sunday around there. Whoa, did you see that? My face just got all weird. Which camera is good for vlogging? I don't really vlog per se, but I think this is pretty much the best like all-around camera you can get right now, the Pocket 3. It is miles better than the Pocket 2, which is still good. But if you have the choice, definitely go Pocket 3. Gertej Bauer says, 549 super chat. Thank you, Gertej Bauer. Thank you so much for the 549. Much appreciated to you, Gertej. Thank you for watching. What software do you use to live stream? This stream, I'm using OBS. Very simple and straightforward software. Anyone could figure it out. And then from the phone, I use Prism. And then I just use the DJI software and our TMP stream it when I'm streaming with the Pocket 3. Just reading your messages. Are the Christmas decorations up in Toronto? They're starting to go up. They're starting to go up. They're starting to go up. Shaimal Patel says thanks. Anu68 says big shout out to all the viewers from the Caribbean. Do you say Caribbean or Caribbean? I always say Caribbean. Johnny is global now, about to visit Toronto soon enough. Thank you, Anu268. Can the Pocket 3 live stream without any additional handle or accessories? Yeah, you don't. No, you can stream, but you do need a smartphone to hotspot to it and the DJI app. And it did take some hoops to set up the live streaming. And you're not going to be able to see the chat if you don't have the chat running in a smartphone. We Go Places Tour says at least the traffic is moving well in your drive. Yeah, I timed it right. I definitely timed it right. When I was in school, there was only SMPT, says Jellybean. Will you visit the Winter Village again this year? I will. 100% Sheena. I'm going to do that one in HDR. Anything with like Christmas lights, I'm going to be doing HDR videos. They're just going to look so much better if you have the right display. All right, that's such a stupid question. Why do I even know what that is? Do you like poutine? Best place in Toronto you recommend? I like poutine. I don't really have like poutinis. I used to like poutinis, and then it was on King West, and then poutinis went away. So I don't know. Can you ice skate? Any video? I can ice skate. Do I ice skate? No. Am I going to skate with my camera? Probably not going to trust it. Maybe, I don't know. I used to inline skate a lot, but I didn't do a whole lot of ice skating. Didn't do a whole lot of ice skating. Gertej Bauer, $6.99. I have been watching your channel since January 2022. Gertej, thank you again for your longtime support. May Arnold Schwarzenegger smile upon your presence. Thank you, Gertej. Gertej is a massive Arnie fan. Hey, the Panthers 10, the Bears 9. Have you been to Kleinberg Village in Vaughan? No, I have not. maybe like a long ass time ago and I don't remember it. Kleinberg Village, Vaughn. Kleinberg, Vaughn. No, I don't think so. That is way up in the northwest corner. Have not. Sally Smith says rollerblade from the beach to the air show. That sounds like fun. All the way from, they closed down like a big section, unfortunately, of the Martin Goodman Trail. And I think it's going to be shut down next year as well. So you'll be going on a wild goose chase, detouring around that spot, unfortunately. But thank you again, Gertej, for the super chat and the support. What does Black Creek Pioneer Village do for Christmas? I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Sally Smith says, oh, that sucks. Yeah. Kleinberg Village is a similar vibe to Main Street in Unionville. Also a neat place. Yeah, I need to go to Unionville. Action Kid made it to Unionville while he was here, and I didn't. Whitby Dude says, been watching since your first Blog TO article. Don't remember the year. Blog TO, Johnny Strides. When was that? They've done a few articles on me, right? December 23rd, 2020. People are loving these videos of a man walking through each of Toronto's neighborhoods, and they have a horrible, horrible screenshot of me. Jennifer Gallus says, Johnny, I'm certain you will love the MacBook Pro M1 Basic 16-inch for HDR editing. The screen is amazing, goes up to 1500 nits, and is super fast and easy to edit in HDR. They are discounted now, too. Jennifer, thank you. I'm probably not going to do it. I've sort of, all my videos, I'm just applying a simple S-curve. Thank you for the tip. Adjustment to it that is saved in DaVinci Resolve. So it's a little different for daylight and nighttime videos that I made it, but I'm just going to apply that. So I'm getting by without the HDR monitor. I don't really spend much time color grading either, nor do I necessarily know what the hell I'm doing. But Jennifer gave me a tip to deepen the blacks a little bit. They're still not quite super inky black. I can't get that without crushing a lot of the details elsewhere. But I'm happy with the way it looks. But no, I will not be buying a Mac, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Sheena Roberts read the article about me from the Toronto Star. That was awesome. I ran into a journalist recently who, their friend wrote that article. And they knew who I was because of that. That's pretty cool. When journalists know who you are. You're doing pretty well, I guess. I don't know. Your iPhone, if your iPhone is lost or damaged, your data could be lost now. Oh, whatever. Stop trying to sell me upgraded storage, Apple, you jerks. Ali from Iraq says, Johnny Greenheart. Thank you, Ali from Iraq. You can really, really see the reflection of that camera mount now in the center of the screen. Ugh. Billy T says, no Max. City Paths just joined your stream watching from Hamilton. Greetings to you. The stream has T-minus 13 minutes and 15 seconds left till we get to our destination. Maybe I'll bump the volume up. Sheena says, Lowell, TV career next? No, next is retirement or bust. TV career. What am I going to do? Host The Bachelor? Be The Bachelor? Either one, I think, would work really well. Certainly not The Golden Bachelor, although I know someone who would love to be a contestant on that. Venture with Al says, back in the 80s on City TV, they had a drive through downtown Toronto starting at 1 a.m. till 5 a.m. I believe, not sure if it was pre-recorded or not. Interesting. Whose Jaw says, sooner or later, Johnny is going to be the most recognizable person in Toronto. I doubt it. Jeanette says, JS podcast. You know, a viewer wrote me an email saying they kind of watch my videos as if they were a podcast. They like literally just listen to the audio, which I think is kind of weird because they're not podcasts, but neat. How big is that green screen? It looks huge. It's not actually. It's kind of big, but Let me see. Can I do it? Not that big. Just has to be big enough to cover me up. Hopefully I can figure out how to re-chroma key that. Haha! We did it. Sweet. Actually, Johnny would make a good host for Jeopardy. I was watching. Ken Jennings is an excellent host, but I don't know if he's quite got the right voice for it. Do you ever get paranoid about being a public figure? Not really. Not really. Jeanette says you have the voice. What would the podcast be about, Jeanette? Welcome to Ranting and Raving about Shitty Drivers in Toronto. This is your host, Johnny Strides. I have as my guest host the Ken Continuum. Hey, people! Hey, Ken. By the way, Ken isn't really on the podcast. It's just me impersonating him. That's right. It's just me, but you can't see. It's an audio-only podcast. Ken, you sound very different all of a sudden. You sound a little bit more like Barney Rubble. Anyways, that would be the podcast. I don't know. I could maybe do like an interview style podcast, but I don't think anyone would want to listen to like my stream of consciousness for like 2 hours or 1 hour or whatever. Who's going to listen to my podcast? Love and Joy says Johnny could do some voiceover. Someone once told me I have a voiceover video. Let's hear it, Love and Joy. Thank you for the compliments. Billy T says, gotta love Ken Jennings. Hero Harmony says, good evening. Good evening. We are heading south, making our way downtown. Julie says, original or new Barney Rubble? I don't know. Whippy Dude says, before the green screen, we got to view your kitchen. Yeah. That same Charlie Brown Christmas tree is still up there, believe it or not. Jonathan says, Ken is so macho. New look Ken. All right. I don't think this is a very good idea. I'll put up a poll. I'm not going to do this. I'm just not going down that road, at least not anytime soon. But would you listen to my podcast? I don't. I can't imagine anyone would want to do that. Maybe I could do like a video style podcast where I have other guests on and from other places, and we could just like record it. Like an interview with the viewer. I don't know. Yeah, City Paths, the viewers in Toronto are terrible. Dan D says, who are you voting for next election? I am actively voting against the current prime minister and the current premier. I want both of them out. Who that person is, I don't know yet, but they both need to go, in my opinion. We'll leave it at that for political opinions. Love and Joy says, I really enjoyed this evening. Thank you, Love and Joy. Julie says, but I don't have time to listen, so I'd have to blame you for getting less sleep. Vivian says, stay at this, you are too good to change. Thank you. Thank you very much. But of course, our CEO would say that. Of course, the CEO would say that. Mike T says, podcasts on YouTube are the cool thing now. Yeah, but then you got to start like uploading them to like Spotify and Apple and all the... It's too much work. It's too much work. Jennifer Gallus says, I think I heard Justin regulated the podcast too. Yeah, we need CanCon in podcasts as much as we need CanCon on like YouTube. Like, fuck off with that. Dave Marr says, anything that looks like a short is sucky to me. You mean like a vertical video? Johnny, will you consider running for prime minister? No. No, I won't. I don't want that job. I mean... It's a job that you will never win or do well. You could certainly do better than the current guy, but no, I don't want that. Vivian says, and I would lose my job. Maybe you would be the podcast CEO. I don't know. Do you listen to Barstool Sports? Sometimes, actually. Sometimes that pops up. So according to my handy dandy video player, we can't be. This says we're 5 minutes away from ending the video. So the Dorchester Road off-ramp has to like really be coming up soon here. Matt says, I think I prefer these kind of streams compared to a podcast. Well, podcasts aren't interactive with viewers, right? I'm basically just sitting here reading your text. That's like my content for the stream. Happy HD says, I would vote for Johnny if he ran for PM. All right, 71% of you said you would listen or watch to one of my podcasts, but let's do that one. Would you vote for me as PM any party? I'm not going to specify which party I'm from. Whichever party will take me. I'm just not going to like follow the party lines anyways and just do my own thing, so it's really irrelevant. Actually, it's super relevant because you vote for like the MP as well as me. So yeah, that is super relevant because Canada's system kind of sucks. But anyways, you don't vote for a person in Canada. You vote for like a party. You vote for like two people. It's not a good system. Noni says podcast works if you have a really interesting guest or a really interesting topic. Some podcasts are just like someone recounting like a really interesting story or a historical event. Alejandro says, I voted no because I cannot vote yet. That's fair. That's very fair. Maybe I should have had a comment like can't vote or not in Canada. Jeremy says, I would vote for Johnny as next mayor. Now we're talking. What if it was like Mississauga? Sarah says, Prime Minister Johnny, anyone beats Trudeau. Yeah, just about anyone beats Trudeau. Talk about overstaying your welcome. Not that guy was ever welcome in the first place. Headless Chicken says, well, Johnny clearly doesn't do, I probably would in a podcast setting. I probably would. Like, I can read your guys' like chats to like prompt me to speak here. Mike T says, I voted even though I'm not Canadian. That may have been illegal. Hey, if you got away with it and you're here, why not? Why not? I'm not complaining. If you're here, you should have a vote, right? 63% of you said you would vote for me. 36% of you said you would not. So 36% of you are honest, I can tell. And this stream, it is almost 10 p.m. So that means we've been going for... Is it? Did we start at 8:30? And this video... Is this video playing fast? It says this video is 1 hour and 53 minutes. But if we started at 8:30, this shouldn't be finished. I don't know. I can't do this time. I can't do... Susie says gong for mayor. Yes, let's vote for the man who made the most, like, electoral signs in the history of time. Let's do that. My mom lives on the street. I didn't want to drive all the way to her house, so I just randomly poured into this thing. Let me play the video for this, which is how I signed off. Or let me play the audio for this.
Will it spin around? Nope. It got hit by the windshield. So as I awkwardly lean over, thank you for watching. I'm going to go run to use the bathroom, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink. Gimbal protection, recenter. Okay. Yoink.
Yeah, I guess I played it too fast. That's fine. That brought us to an end in a nice amount of time, actually. I'm glad I accidentally had that video playing fast. Jeanette says chipmunk voice. Chipmunk Johnny? No one. How do I slow this down? Properties. Oh, the speed is set to 130%. Let's change that to 100%. There we go. Now let's turn this off and kill the video. Marie Palmer says that was hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen and everyone else. This is your giant ass host taking up your stream. I have these massive bags over my eyes, so I'm probably going to sleep. This is probably like either the sexiest or ugliest looking thing you've ever seen. I'm going to vote for ugliest. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to our CEO, Vivian Johnson, and the rest of the mod squad. I'm definitely going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I want to thank everyone who sent super chats and support. It is much appreciated. Thank you to all our viewers. Sarah says zoom out. No, we're going to like keep it freakishly big. Or I could come back down to a more normal size. I don't know. What are we doing here? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I probably will not be streaming tomorrow. If I do stream tomorrow, it will not be at night. But do hit the subscribe button on your way out. And thanks for watching. I will catch you